All right, let's start off simple.
Can you edit that? Or,
What do you mean?
like, is it going to be edited?
Not really. I don't know
Like,
why.
it's all.
Yeah, it was all one shot, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like, you
I
can
mean, if there's
delete this.
anything bad, I'll take it out, but I don't
Oh,
usually,
okay.
you
It's like,
know.
what if I get distracted or I have, like, a long ass pause?
No, that's fine. That happens. I mean, it's not like people are like, oh, let's watch this video of someone being interviewed. No, I've shown it to people like, Austin, I made it through the first 5 minutes. I'll be honest with you, and then you watch the rest.
Oh.
That happens all the time. It's mostly just for you to have the interview and as like a record of what went into the painting. It's like my portfolio, you know.
Oh, okay.
Um, but yeah, let's start off simple. What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is orange.
Orange, any particular shade of orange?
Mm, sorta. There's a specific color. It's called crimson.
Crimson.
Crimson, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a mixture of, like, red and orange, and it's a very bright color.
yeah.
And it's my favorite color.
All right.
Yeah.
You sound very affirmative in that. What makes you pick crimson?
Um, I don't know. I just really like the color of it. It's so pretty to me, and there was a point, I think it was like 2 years ago, where that color was so popular
Mm-hmm.
at one point, and I kept seeing it everywhere. And right at that time, I had bought these pair of shoes that had a crimson color to it on the lace, and then I bought crimson color bed sheets.
Hmm.
That's how, like, I was literally obsessive over this color. Yeah.
Do you remember how that started?
Um, like I said, it was just like a trend
All right.
at that point,
And you
and
just
I just
picked up
kept,
with it.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I picked up with it and stayed with it for quite some time. So every time I see that color, and it comes back during like the summer,
Mm-hmm.
because that's kind of when it's in trend.
Yeah. It's a
Those
very hot
bright
color.
colors,
Yeah.
yeah. So.
All right. Do you have a favorite movie?
As far as a favorite movie, I don't think so. I
Not
don't think
really.
there's a movie that I watched more than once,
Really?
surprisingly.
Do you have like a top three maybe, or just any?
I actually do, and I think it's really funny, Austin.
All right.
Mean Girls. I
Yeah.
love Mean Girls.
Right on.
Yeah, it makes me feel better about my high school experience. I find it so funny. Like, it's a classic. Everybody quotes Mean Girls.
I'll give you that one. It does seem to be a classic, fortunately. No, it's all right. It's cool. Do you have any other favorite movies?
mm, favorite movies.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, I can't.
It's all good. Do you have any favorite music or musicians?
I do. I'm really, really into Galantis right now.
I don't even know who that is. I'm like a
It's an
DJ.
EDM
Alright.
DJ, yeah. I'm
Alright.
really into EDM right now. It's really loud and energetic, like electric. Well, not electric, electric.
Electric.
Yeah.
Electronic.
Mhm.
What got you into that?
It was pretty recent, actually. I
Yeah.
would say just a couple of months ago, somebody introduced me to the whole EDM festivals, well, music festivals, and ever since then, I've like stuck with it, and I fell in love with this one song by Galantis.
Mm-hmm.
It's called "Runaway, You and I,"
Mm-hmm.
and surprisingly, they came to Houston, and I went to their concert.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and it was amazing, and I started like really following their music, and just recently, literally like last week, I bought like 3 of their albums. I listen to them all the time. It's great.
You bought an electronic album?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
I jam to it at the gym
Alright.
while I'm driving to school,
Alright.
and sometimes as I'm cleaning my room. It just
Alright.
gets me in the mood, mostly because I reflect back on that night that I went to that concert.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it was a fun experience, and I had so much fun.
Alright. Right on. Do you happen to have any favorite books?
Favorite books? I'm reading one right now, just 100 Years of Solitude.
100 Years of Solitude?
Yeah.
All right.
I do really, well, I'm barely getting into it. But as far as favorite book, I've read a couple books. But I don't know which one was the one that really like changed my perspective on a lot of things.
Doesn't it seems to be the one you like the most? I mean, does it matter that change your perspective? Is that what qualifies it as like your favorite book?
Yeah.
All right.
And I can't think of the freaking title of the book.
What's it about?
Basically, finances and growth. Yeah.
So it's like a nonfiction, like economics book?
Not necessarily. It's just kind of like, in a way, pardon wisdom.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know who it was by?
No.
Do you know about when it was written?
No.
All
It was
right.
a couple years ago that I read this book. And it was actually for school.
Mm. All right. Well, I get the gist of it. That's fine. Do you have any hobbies?
As of right now, I feel like my hobbies consist of, going to the gym, tennis is one of them. I love tennis. I feel like bar hopping is one too. Can it be considered a hobby?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's a hobby at this point.
Yeah, right on. It's been called worse things. Obviously, a good name for it. What do you like about bar hopping?
I guess the fact that because consuming alcohol somehow, just kind of loosens everybody
Loosens
up.
everyone up, yeah.
And it's kind of like seeing a different side of a person, like their true intentions in a way. Their real personality kind of comes out,
Yeah, I guess I could see that. I don't know. Alcohol it does that to a certain extent. I don't know. People always like alcohol. You can see the real person. Like, they're drunk. You see
And
the
I'm
drunk
not saying
real
like
person.
completely drunk, but
I
once
mean,
you have
yeah.
a drink or two, where I'm saying like you're in the stage of being tipsy,
Yeah.
I think that's when I do enjoy like conversing with others, and then just overall having like good conversation, meeting new people.
All right. So through that conversation, you get
Yeah.
to see the okay.
Yeah, and just not being afraid to be social or coming off like the wrong way to somebody, because everybody in that environment is really there to be like open and outgoing and friendly. So I guess that's kind of the aspect that I enjoy.
All right. All right. Do you consider yourself an introvert, or are you anxious about talking to people and being open with people?
Am I anxious to talk to others?
Yeah, like you say, like it seems like it makes a big difference to you. Is that like?
Not necessarily. I mean, for some reason, I feel like I'm really outgoing and friendly. So I like to surround myself around people similar to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really all. I mean, I don't go out to, I don't know, intentionally like meet somebody and like become best friends with somebody. It's just kind of like to surround myself with people like myself with the same interest.
Yeah, no, that's good. Is alcohol your favorite drug?
No.
No. What
No.
is?
Music.
Music is your favorite drug?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Why is music your favorite drug?
Because music, well, just listening is, what is it? A sense.
Yeah.
So, say like there's certain music playing in the background, and it's a sensory. It's a trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So I reflect on pretty much that memory that I don't know I had experienced. Like I said, that first time that I went to that EDM festival and I heard that song "Runaway You and I," and then I went to the Galantis concert and I listened to that song, hear that song, and I just reflect back on that experience. So whenever I'm anywhere, whether it's like a certain club and I listen, or hear this like a certain song, and then I hear it on the radio or something, it brings me back to that time.
All right.
So it's mostly because of that.
All right. You have a greatest childhood memory?
Childhood memory? I would probably say back in elementary school when I was in drama and theater, and I would always have a bunch of plays and stuff, and my parents would always come out and support me. I just enjoyed being on that stage and not being scared or shy to be in front of a huge audience at such a young age.
Yeah.
And I was proud of myself to see myself, you know, pretty much being on that stage and see my parents out in the crowd and supporting me, because they pretty much introduced me to this or made me do this at a young age. So it's like now that I'm older, I'm like, you know, that's just a great skill that I have, I guess.
Being able to be in front of people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which parent do you think you take after more?
My mom.
Your mom?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. What makes you say that?
I guess because she's, even though she has a great relationship with my dad and they're still together and all, and they're like a great team, I feel like she's so, I don't know, like powerful. Like my mom leads.
She wears
like,
the pants.
Yeah. Like whether it's the finances, you know, raising all of us, she just like calls the shots in every aspect, and she's so wise and so smart.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't want to say independent because she's like with my dad and like they work well together, but like she's just overall she's always been such an independent person.
All right, you see a lot of that in you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. If you can go anywhere on vacation, where would you go?
Right now, I would probably say California.
Which part of California?
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara. So it's like, remind me which part of California that is. So by San Francisco? Or is that by LA?
I mean,
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara, it's like 2 hours away from Los Angeles.
Oh, so it's like in the middle.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. All right. What makes you want to go there?
Well, I've been there before.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I went there in May, and I've been to like a bunch of parts in California, but Santa Barbara, it's like so much smaller, so much more chill, and there, like, I feel like time goes by so slow. Like, it's so chill.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of old people that live there.
Yeah.
And I swear, like, it consists of like old people doing yoga on the beach,
Yeah.
and everybody's always like fishing and kayaking and paddleboarding.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you see there, and people like dining out.
Yeah.
But because I do see so many elders, I just feel like time goes by so slow. It's not like living on the edge like Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You know, it's so much more mellow. And because I did go there back in May and I stayed right on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
I just like, I don't know, I loved it. I loved waking up to the beach and just doing all these different activities during the day, but in the end just enjoying like the sunrise and the sunset.
You like the beach?
Yeah, I do.
All right. If you could live in Santa Barbara, would you?
No.
No. If you could live anywhere, where would you live?
Interesting. I don't know. I enjoy living in Houston. I'm actually scared to move out.
Have you lived in Houston your whole life?
Yeah, I have. And
Right.
I've done traveling before. I mean, I've done traveling a lot,
Yeah.
but I do not see myself leaving Houston.
Yeah, moving and traveling are two different things,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't even move out for college, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was still living with my parents. Like, I didn't even stay in a dorm. And it's just like, I do very much value my family and my home. And I don't want to say that I'm scared to move, but I kind of feel like I am.
No, that's cool. A lot of people are. Especially in their early 20s. I sort of just jumped into it. I moved out when I was 19, and I moved into a crazy warehouse. This is like trial by fire. Like the first weekend I was there, they threw a huge party. There's a party on the street, and like just people going in and out. It was crazy. And the next week, a guy and just met at this warehouse because his jaw broke at fucking Kryptonite. I had to
Oh
walk around. Did I tell you
God.
that story?
Huh?
Did I tell you that story?
No, but like
Yeah.
kryptonite, I have memories in kryptonite. It's ridiculous. Like,
It's
if
stupid. That place
parents
is
have
stupid.
kids, they should like, I don't know, ban their kids from going to kryptonite. Like,
They-
I feel
yeah.
like that's a whole another world.
It's just a drug den.
Yeah,
That's all it is.
like a drug
it's a front.
dungeon.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good name for it because it's in the basement. That place is disgusting.
Yeah.
That place is ridiculous. But yeah, it was a crazy experience moving in there after living with my mom and everything. But yeah, no. It's normal to be afraid of moving out. What is your greatest fear though?
My greatest fear is definitely, no, failure.
Failure?
Yeah.
So then what's your goal? What are you afraid of failing at?
I'm scared of failing to be on my own, basically. Like, everything that I do is to, like, work towards stability for
Mhm.
myself,
Mhm.
on my own. Like, I don't want to have to rely or depend on anybody for the rest of my life. So that's what scares me. That would be my greatest failure if I'm not capable of doing that for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. You're in college right now, right?
Hmm.
What are you going to college for?
Education.
Education. All right. What got you into that? What made you want to do that?
I was a nanny for many years,
Mm-hmm.
and I was so fascinated by child development.
Mm-hmm.
And I've worked with, kids with, all ages, mostly early stages, like infants and toddlers. And I just love seeing all these different milestones and basically very early teaching strategies,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's how to crawl or how to walk and how to hold food, like all these different sensories, right? I was so fascinated that kids at such a young age, how they learn and how they process. And so that's when I actually went into education and did a lot of research. And now I understand a little more as to how children basically learn.
Well, and my question is, why didn't you go into like developmental psychology or something like that? Why go into education?
Yeah, and that's another interesting thing. I feel like I kind of matured at a young age,
Mm-hmm.
and I take a lot into consideration, and I feel like I am pretty wise in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always worked well with like teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
and especially because my brother's a teenager now, and I'm seeing him grow, and he is like a really fine gentleman.
Really?
He really is. He's great. He's doing so well, and I feel like that has to do a lot with me and everything that I've shared with him,
Mm-hmm.
and the stages or the process and procedures that I've had him follow. And so because of that, I feel like I would work well with older kids
Mm-hmm.
and just be there to part wisdom with them.
All right.
Really, and just like guide them, because in a way I didn't have that, so I want to be that person
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't have.
All
If
right.
that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Hmm. What do you think happens after you die?
You go to heaven.
You go to heaven? Just everyone goes to heaven?
No. Only the religious and good people go to heaven.
So you think you're going to heaven?
I'm definitely going to heaven.
Okay, sure.
I'm definitely going to heaven.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. Uh, hmm. If you could hang this painting anywhere in like the house of your dreams, where would you hang it?
Probably in my room.
Probably in your bedroom?
Mhm.
Alright. But how big would you want the painting?
I don't really mind. Nothing smaller than like 8 by 10, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just like a decent size that I can practically see every day
Alright.
and that can just kind of catch my attention, you know?
Alright. Do you have any favorite visual artists?
Visual artist. Hmm. I can't think of any. I kind of want to say like certain like musicians and their music videos
Mm-hmm.
because they
That
get
works.
so creative
Yeah.
and it's something that you see all the time, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't really go to that fine arts museum or like a lot of art shows.
No, they don't. No,
Yeah,
fine.
so like I can't really like lean towards that, but everybody always watches like popular music videos and
What are some of your favorite music videos?
uh
Based on just on the video itself, the music doesn't have to matter as much.
as far as the video, I would probably say, dang, which one do I really enjoy? I think this is gonna be really funny, but you know LMFAO's music videos, they're so
Or
crazy.
just all of them?
Huh?
Just
Yeah,
any
kinda.
of them? Alright.
They're so much fun, you know.
Yeah.
It's all about just like dancing and having a good time and really nice like scenery of people just kind of like dancing around.
Yeah. Alright.
So,
Hmm. Hmm. Do you have any sexual fetishes?
Hmm. God, that's funny. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I do. That's so weird.
It's alright.
I'm gonna go with something simple though.
No, say it. Say the most complicated thing you can say.
Complicated?
Or whatever
No,
you're gonna say.
no, it's not even that complicated. And I was thinking about this just earlier.
Oh yeah?
Okay, and that is like kind of like foreplay,
Yeah.
back massages.
Alright.
I fucking love back massages
That's good.
and like a nice foot rub. And yeah, I was actually thinking about this earlier today. I'm not even joking.
Alright.
But I was at what was it? Whole Foods,
Oh yeah?
and I was in the aisle and looking up thermo massage oils.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I fantasize about this shit. I'm like, damn, I need a deep tissue back massage. So yeah.
Alright. That's cool. Hmm. Hmm. I think I can work with that.